If you've seen our earlier videos, you'll see that our lighting wasn't great. And like right now, it's not great. Hey, we're new at this. And we're teaching ourselves how to film and edit videos, create graphics, and we're doing everything for this channel ourselves. Now, all the experts say that learning new things is one of the keys to our longevity. And that's another reason why we started this channel.
We ordered some lights from Amazon, and yes, we'll put a link down in the description. And today we're going to unbox them. You're going to see everything in the box at the same time that we see everything in the box. Some of the reviews said the lighting is great. Others didn't think so highly of it. We're going to find out together. All right, let's get into it.
So the first thing I'm going to tell you is that the box is actually fairly heavy. This is something that's suitable for travel, but it is kind of heavy, and it's heavier than most of the things that we carry with us. So I'm not so sure about that, but I'm going to get into the unboxing. And Bill, if you have any thoughts as I'm going along and doing this, please jump in.
Well, I'm thinking a razor blade might not have been a bad idea, but we'll go with the old scissors. They're kind of a beloved family tradition.
Maybe we should have gone with the razor blade.
Mm-hmm.
But
Let's try it again.
There we go. Okay. So far, so good. It's kind of interesting looking. So we have a remote control.
Okay.
I've heard mixed things about these. Some people say the remote works. Some people say it doesn't. Then
and a big bag of something.
Well, actually,
a
few
couple
bags.
bags.
So, okay. This seals with Velcro, which is actually kind of a nice touch.
Yep.
And this is one of the light box things. So I think the bulb goes in here.
Yep.
And then it's got reflection. And I think there's a cover that goes over it so we don't get the light just shining in our eyes. Now,
I think that's right. I think they showed that on the Amazon page.
And then it also came, this is the cover for it. Now this baggie wasn't sealed. And
which was one of the comments. A number of people said when they ordered this, they felt that it might have been something that was
returned.
Used is probably too strong of a term, but something that someone else bought, didn't like, and returned.
So let's look at this one. Should be exactly the same thing. And this one is actually packaged much nicer, I think.
And Ellen, what do you think? To me, it looks new, actually.
It does look new. It absolutely looks new. And this baggie is sealed.
Okay.
So that's good. Then we have two of these. And these are really like the tripods,
sure.
that it goes on. And we've got two of these. One of the things that's nice is that it's supposed to go up nice and high, I think to like 72 inches, which means that we'll be able to have it high enough so that it's angled down and looking at us, and we're not going to be like living life in the shadows.
Great.
So we've got two of these. We've got a carry case for everything, which also looks new, looks good, and hopefully everything will fit in here when we're all done. And then we have two LED high production lights that we'll be using with the light box things and hopefully figuring this out. I think the remote control is going to let us adjust the color warmth, the color intensity. So it should be just kind of an interesting thing.
Does it I can't quite see from here, Ellen. Does it say watts, lumens, anything to indicate how bright they are?
I do not see it on there, but it says it's not for outdoors, and this bulb can save 70 years. That's weird. Now the box is a little crushed,
Oh, it sure is.
so I'm hoping that's not an issue
Right.
with anything.
Why don't you open that up, and because the others all look pretty new, that one looks like it.
Might be a little rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just make sure the light is not damaged.
Okay.
All right. So
okay.
I mean, the box was a little beat up, but
Yeah. So it's a 50-watt LED 24G, 3,000 to 6,000 K, 110 to 240 volts, and 50 hertz.
okay. I wish I knew what that meant,
I wish I knew what that meant.
but we can ask the internet later.
So one of the things that was kind of funky is that, well, first this opens up kind of like an umbrella, and then there's the inside, and then the bulb's supposed to go in. But I was trying to screw it in, and there was nothing, no ridges to screw into it. Then Bill had the great idea that this piece might actually just pop off. And
Just pull it.
there we
There you
go.
go.
And it pulls off, and then this screws into here. Now, there were a few people on the reviews that said that that the product smelled funny.
Right, and so here's the thing. It doesn't smell like a bunch of roses, but it smells like kind of what you'd expect some
Vinyl.
brand new vinyl and whatever materials there are in here would smell like right when you open the package. It was nothing that was anything that you might not reasonably expect in something like this.
Right. So now we have this cover, and oh, there's little Velcro tabs on the side.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now it's interesting because, okay, so I think it goes like this. I think it came inside out actually, so that I can line up the Velcro on the edge. And it's kind of fun putting this together without having instructions.
And to be fair, a lot of times with Amazon, the instructions are on the web page as like a link to a PDF.
Right?
But what the heck? We're giving it the old college try.
Right. Okay, and then it adheres with the Velcro siding. So this one, I think, is done. And you know what? There's a plug. I'm going to plug it in.
Okay, and let's see
And
if
let's
it lights
just
up.
see if it lights up. If I can undo the wire. Always the fun part. Okay. Okay.
Well,
Wow.
that came on right away.
And that actually is pretty darn bright. There's a nice on-off switch. And I think that if we can get these on and angled and done appropriately,
Yep.
got it. Then we'll be off to a good start.
Okay. So we're going to see whether or not the remote control works. Again, on the Amazon reviews, some people said it worked great. Others questioned it. So I put the batteries into the remote control, and it says to turn on the light first, and then press and hold this pairing button for 5 seconds. And then if the light flashes, we've been paired up. And if it doesn't, then we have a problem.
Now, do we do both at the same time, or do we do one and then the other?
I think it's one and then the other. It doesn't actually specify, so
Okay.
a little vague on that. So I'm going to go and turn on the lamp and be ready to immediately press this setup button that has like the Wi-Fi logo on it.
Okay.
We're paired.
Wow.
And then it says to decrease brightness, you hold the remote control button.
Wow. That's absolutely working.
So here's part of the problem is I was looking at one side of the box. Can you get a close-up of that?
Let's see. Yep.
Right. Now you flip the box around.
Wow.
And that's actually the remote control that I have. So this box, the remote control box, if you end up buying this, and I'm not quite sure yet because we just, as you know, unboxed just a few minutes ago. But this shows two sides of a remote control, or two different remote controls. And it's actually this one, and I was looking at the other side. So here, turn on button, that worked. Turn off, that worked.
So what I really want to see is if you can pair the second one and then turn them both on and off at the same time.
Okay, so let's figure that out. This is plugged into?
Yeah.
So let's reach into this.
Okay.
And that's not quite responding the same way as the first one.
Now, some of the reviews said that too, that one of them worked and one of them didn't.
And I just kind of wonder, because there was only one remote control in the box.
Right.
And it seems weird to only be able to control one light. But on the other hand, it seems complicated to control two lights with one remote control. So I'm not sure what the intent is.
Except that you want to have the lights being the same in terms of the color, the intensity, and all of that.
And so yeah, not the best. And actually, in pairing it, I'm going to, well, this one is off. Just on a hunch, I'm going to unplug that one and only have this one plugged in, and let's see if that helps at all with the setup. Okay, so there you go. Totally counterintuitive, but don't have them both plugged in at the same time. And maybe that works because there goes the off switch.
Okay, so now plug the other one in.
And see what happens. Okay. So it does actually, and let me do what is called the night light button. So the night light, I'm guessing, is going to soften the light. And it did to both of them. And well, I guess it sort of kind of works.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, not bad for, I forget what we paid for this. It wasn't a whole lot.
It wasn't a whole lot. Now, we're going to have to figure out the tripods because I tried figuring them out a minute ago and I was having trouble. So it's above my pay grade. So Bill, I think this one's on you.
So here's the tripod, and we're trying to figure out how to get this to be stable. So as you can see, as I put it down, it's not. And I had the bright idea to twist this around. I didn't know which way to twist it, but I'm doing, righty-tighty versus lefty-loosey. And now it's getting tight. Okay, so there's still a little flexibility, very small amount of flexibility, but it's otherwise stable. It's not just dropping down like it was before. So
now I think it's kind of cool that there are like levels that you can then raise it up because it does go up pretty high.
Right. So that's same thing, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
Okay. And we probably should just try to put
and there's several of these, but so, just to make the point.
So maybe right now, let's try to put it back to where it was.
Okay.
And then we'll try to attach the light.
Okay. Well, I'm just twisting it, the old righty-tighty.
Yep.
And turn this a little bit. And you can just feel it. I mean, you feel it getting tighter or looser, depending on which way you go. And there you go. And it's on. And
voila. Let's finish setting this up, and then we'll come back with it actually in use.
Okay. So first we learned there can still be glare in the eyeglasses, and it seems much better than before, but still I took my glasses off. We're actually so far pretty happy with these lights. We did go to the Amazon website and there was no PDF of instructions. The web page actually said that the instructions should have been in the box. They weren't. But you saw it. It really didn't take very long to figure things out and put it together. And there were a couple of things that were counterintuitive. Maybe the instructions would have explained why one side of the remote control box had a different image than the other side of the remote control box, or
why you had to unplug one of the lights to pair the other light with the remote control.
Right. But I mean, we figured it out, but sure, it would have been nice to just have the instructions there and take the guesswork out. Once we figured it out, it works fine. We're happy so far, and I think most people who give reviews on Amazon have liked these, and we see why. The minor little nits are minor little nits, and this is a pretty good deal if you need lights like this.
Right. Now, we also learned, one of the other things we learned is that the brightest setting is too bright for inside the house at this time of day. And we're still going to be playing with the tones because they're all a little different and we don't know what we're doing. So we're trying to figure it out. But we're wondering, what do you think? Does this lighting improve your experience watching our videos, if you've seen this and seen one of our other videos perhaps, or does it not matter? We're also wondering if there are topics that you'd like us to cover. Please tell us in the comments, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe to our channel where we cover travel, home, food, and really anything at all that can help you live your best life after age 50. Better living starts now. See you next time.